Did you go swimming in a magical pool? Get out of there. You get out of there, or you're going for a wild ride. Come on. Come on. I don't know how that works. Nobody's watching, but one person liked it. There we go. Hello, viewer. Mr. Bird. I hope this day is treating you well. And if it isn't, we're gonna fix that. That is the theme. If you got a problem, yo, I'll try and solve it. If you don't have a problem, then welcome, and you can help me solve other people's problems. I don't know. That is fabulous news. As you can see, I do not have any complaints myself. All right. Come on, dogs. We're going to the bottom of the waterfall. Because that's where life gets easier. I hope everyone's having a good day. Honestly, yesterday was not without its challenges. Where the heck am I now? What have I done? All right. We're going this way, I think. Just follow the dogs. Dee-dee-dee. Great day to you, Lord Racer. I figured I did this trip last time live on snowshoes. As you can see, that is not the case today. But like the title says, we are here to help each other. And if something's bothering you, or you got a situation you don't know what to do, throw it out there. We'll see if we can figure it out. Get this. It's a problem party. I mean, best case scenario, everyone's having a great day and we can just talk about that. Yeah, I don't know. Yesterday got the best of me. And it started off all right. And maybe it's the heat. I don't know. I got a little grumpy at work. See, we rent the space and the custodian's supposed to have it open every day from 3 until 5:30. It's not a complicated process. You could even like set an alarm for that. So anyways, 3 days a week I'm banging on the door to get in because nobody likes to do their job. Nobody wants to be present in what they're doing anymore. They show up, squawk to their union reps. Whoops. Use half their ass and get away with it. You know, and then there's mindful, caring people like me that show up every day with due diligence, trying their best to make everything great. And I'm locked out. Okay. So yeah, it was like 35 degrees Celsius. I was banging. I was banging on the door. I know, I just found out Brenda subbed to me. I don't know what to do. As long as he behaves himself, that's fine. So I'm banging on the window, trying to get in. And you know those moments where you just catch a glimpse of something? Well, in this case, it was my face. And it looked something like this. I was pretty upset. Like, do your job, man. Seriously, I'm here doing my job. Anyways, I don't know how that's going to go over, but it made me feel like pretty bummed out. I got home. I didn't even go for a swim. I just like hid. And I guess hiding from immediate uncomfortable situations isn't the worst thing you can do. Like, you know, say armed robbery. It's probably good to hide from that, but consulting your own stress, I think, should be addressed a little more in the moment. What's a Lamar Jackson? I don't know what that is. Yeah. Anyways, I woke up today and I decided, you know what? I'm not going to carry that shit around with me. And I'm going to do everything differently. So I'm doing everything differently. So thanks for joining me. I guess breaking out of your patterns could be one of the things we do to ensure we have a good day, if that's the case. I don't know, man. Maybe the heat just made everyone grumpy yesterday. Maybe I just have high expectations for myself and I just expect everyone else to. I know that's not reasonable. But hey, where am I going to put this? That's right. Hey, Soups. All right, what are we going to do? That stick is no good. Here, this is a good stick. So good that Stella is coveting it. All right, yeah, we get it. Yeah. So, what's on your mind? Hope you're all rocking and rolling. Shh. Hope everyone's doing good. That is to say, you're doing well. Saddle. It is a beautiful day here in the neighborhood. Nobody's gonna paint my wagon. What are you doing? Shh. Legit. I just seem to have a natural knack for making everyone else's life easier. I don't know. So seriously, if something's bugging you or you got an issue, if you have an issue that requires a tissue, or you want some advice, I'm pretty good for that. So what else am I doing? Nothing. Trying to be productive here. Trying to be productive. And failing all else, we have a nice little immersion video for you all to enjoy. Because it's nice and relaxing here, isn't it? It's nice to just sit and relax in a nice Relaxing environment. Ugh. Yeah, why not? Okay, well, it looks good on camera, guys, but shh, there are many mosquitoes here today. No me moleste mosquitos. Oh, for frick. Yeah, they're ripe today. Well, we got some action here in the sidebar. What are you guys doing? This guy's gonna jump? No. Is he gonna fall? No. You don't say. Something about this place. He knows he needs to sit. Fuck, man. So yeah, there's an update. I decided I'm not going to prevent myself from swearing because they make me choose an audience every bloody time I do this. And I figure if I'm going to exclude the kiddies, then I'm going to make it worth my while. Zero filter. Yeah, so if you want to drop some expletives in the chat, go for it. I don't care. Ain't no kids watching this. What's good? I don't know. I'm tuning out last few days because Honesty Corner, this whole... Like, this is what I don't get. Okay, serious time town. Doc, what's up? Like, remember COVID? Remember when the news was total horseshit and propaganda and lies and half of what you saw was true? I do. Why is everyone fueled? That would be my problem right now. I love watching live streams and connecting with everybody, but I'm finding myself have to like deke and hide a bit because I don't give a fuck what the news says about you, sicko. What are you doing? I don't care what the news says about who's fighting or warring. Like, what's the point? Yeah, and if they're smart enough to do that, then they're smart enough to not swear in front of their granny. Like, I work with kids. I'm like, dude, I know you're learning all the good stuff, but, you know, don't say it in front of kids that are younger than you. And don't say it in front of your parents and grandparents, because you're going to disappoint them enough soon enough. But, I don't care. Let me distinguish by saying that I love people. I want everyone to be friends and get along. But, like, I don't know, is there still a war? Are we supposed to be afraid? Is the barf parrots on TV trying to make us use our thoughts and thinkers into creating the frequency and vibration of fear because of like war, I'm not into it, man. There's only so much you can discuss really before, you know, either let it rip or just go plant some berries or something. Hey, Mojo. Yeah, barf parrots. CBC News. Okay, because I have said the same thing. I've said the same exact thing. You know how also, like I used to really love The Simpsons and watched a lot of them on repeat to the point of remembering and, you know, skip 20 years forward and they're like, oh, The Simpsons predicted it. Oh, The Simpsons predicted that, you know. Does anyone remember the episode where all of the, like, oversized Las Vegas-y signs came to life and started killing everybody? And Lisa had the solution, and it was in the tidy form of a little song. Not one of their best musical numbers, but the song was, just don't look, just don't look. And all of the things crumbled and fell apart and stopped becoming a threat. So my query is, why are we truth-oriented, good-hearted people using our intellect and feelings to support this fear-based conjuring of war? I don't care. Like, honestly, and when I say that, it means that everything is already perfect. Like, if I live to 100 and learn how to not let anything bother me, then that's a success. You know, if I die right now because that tree falls on me and kills me while I'm trying, guess what? It's still a success. Right? Why are we looking at this? Why are we... Like, I'm blissfully ignorant. I know there's an Israel in there somewhere. I know the U.S. is doing some serious posturing. Is there like a Palestine or something? I don't know. And I don't know means I'm happy. I'm not afraid. You know, I had a shitty day yesterday, but no, because I know in my heart of hearts that that tree is not going to fall on me. I don't expect to. I'm vibrating on a frequency that it really can't touch, you know? And furthermore, if I heard it start to crack, guess what? I'm running. And if it needs to hit me, you know, so be it. So be it. I'm not attached to this realm. This realm I've heard it say is like the equivalent of, you know, PhD level existence. You know, we could all be, I don't know, hanging out in the ether, drinking cocktails at the ether bar. But we're here. And like, I would love to be at the ether bar shooting the shit as a formless entity, knowing all and seeing all, understanding, you know. But I'm here. So why are we here? We're here to scripture would dictate, if we're created in the image of our creator, shouldn't we be creating? The ether bar is a fabulous little scenario that I've concocted in my head. A couple years ago, when I was overwhelmed with all the things I was learning about, how many lies were being told. Raji! It was overwhelming, and I thought to myself, you know what? Fuck this. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to surf Earth. I don't want to surf. I don't want to ride these waves of craziness. And, I don't want to be lied to. I tell the truth. I'm a good person. I want to be around truth-telling good people, but it feels like when you're here, you're forced to deal with the opposite, So in my brain, in my delusion, in my blissful balance. That's good timing. Yeah, I created the ether bar in my head to obtain my own blissful balance. Girl, I'm in Canada too. I'm in Muskoka right now. So that's what the ether bar is. Wouldn't it be nice? So, you can choose to mentally join me for a cocktail or two in the ether bar in your own description of what that blissful balance is. And you also have the option to watch the news and get shit baked every night. I don't know. Me too, Doc. Me too. 100%. Me too. It's a true story. It's a true story. Oh, those guys are diving. Someone just, yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna wait around for that. Yeah, I'm not swimming today, Raj. I'm running late. I flip-flopped my day. So that's, like you said, Dr. Baz. I am trying my best to have a day that is nothing like yesterday's. So today I woke up and didn't do my routine. I did things differently. I went places that I don't normally go first thing in the morning. And so I'm running late now. I got to hit the road soon here, but it's so true. You can shift your reality with the thoughts you think. Right? We're created in the image of our creator. So we create. Do we use our hands? Not always. Do we use our thoughts? Always. Absolutely. Back to the plan. Why the fuck are we watching the news and talking about war? Why do we actually care? Okay, because for example, and it wasn't even real news. Like, we knew the news was shit during COVID. We knew that. But even some of the truther news, they were telling stories about people in China, and they were showing these videos saying that it was so oppressive there and so lockdowny that these poor people had to come together like ninja armies, and they made weapons and shields out of pop bottles and rubber tires, and they were defending their honor, but that was all scripted. I fell for it. I was like, holy fuck, I don't want to be China. That's scary shit. But I fell for it. Right? I fell for it. What happened yesterday? Are you talking to me? I was reckless with my thoughts. That's what happened yesterday. So I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to reside in fear. I want to be surrounded by hilarious things. I want to observe beautiful things. I want to create things that fuel my passion. Yeah. Right. Okay, so sea lightning, that's really cool. I guess it kind of makes sense on like a Gleason sort of level. I don't get too caught up in that. You know, all of this is held together by frequency and vibration anyways, so there's got to be some wiggle room, right? But Dr. Bass, what, like, are you saying that that was legit, or, because that's kind of what I was referring to, you know, I don't know, is it even real? Because like the news showed a bunch of body bags and stuff on the floor with COVID, but some of them moved. One of them was smoking, I think. I don't know. Roger, thank you so much. Hiya. No, I don't think it happened either. I think I'm sorry, I like the term barf parrots for, you know, CBS, NBC, CNBC, CNN, all the 3-letter bullshit broadcasters. They're barf parrots. They're all parroting the same shit and it's all crap. I don't think most of it's true. And I think that during that experiment, COVID, they figured out that a lot of us, you son of a bitch. I don't like those Caminos. I think they were hip to the fact that a lot of people gave up trusting it, so they created like Russell Brand's and, you know, Tucker Carlson's and all those guys to be like, look at us, we're rebelling from the news. You can trust us because we're renegades. We don't stand for what they say, but I think there's even a sub-level below that where, yeah, it's all horse shit. So back to the thing. Was it Lord Racer? What if we just ignored it? What if we just ignored it? What if we acted as though it didn't even exist? Like, you know, I'm purposely not watching some live streams because they're focusing so intently on the, you know, if Israel does this, or if the US, and then the bombs, and then the things, and fuck it. Yeah, back in the day, they actually, like, you know, got on the beat and hunted down the story, and, you know, kids of Degrassi, they all got together and fixed their own bike, and yeah, sorry, that was a little bit of a side swerve there. But no, it's all scripted horse shit now. So what if we just stopped looking? What if we just did not give it the time of day? What if ritualistically every time you saw someone attempting to lure you in and steal your thoughts and make them fear-based, what if we purposely, ritualistically did something to counter that? you know? Dana Carvey, I get it. And then Jim Brewer, he vocally, explicitly called out those jab deals too. And but I'm broken, guys. I got a shitty iPhone 8, and thank you for watching me through that. But if you're on the other end of a big Hollywood camera, I'm gonna have a real hard time investing in you, you know? I'm gonna have a real hard time. So I think it's good. I think maybe they serve their purpose. Maybe they serve as, like, you know, truth light to people who haven't figured it out yet. You know, they use Dana Carvey and Jim Carrey and Russell Brand to hook everybody in and just, you know, follow the bouncing ball. But I wouldn't trust them. Not like I trust you guys. But anyways, I try my best every day in my spare time to support and honor all of you good people who are doing live streams and connecting and creating good vibes. You know, this realm needs it. But I guess my issue is that if you know, there's a huge focus on what the news is saying in particular regarding scary ass shit like wars, I'm going to get some rhubarb and make some jam instead. I'm gonna haul my paints out and try and remember exactly what that looks like and see if I can capture it. I'm going to finish working on that bloody song. I'm almost done the troll song for Vicky and PJ and everybody who helped out. I'm almost done. I'm working on the bridge. Has anyone seen the bridge? Where's that confounded bridge? I'm going to assume, Blissful Balance, that you're talking about rhubarb. Because now that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, Jaren. He even got more polished, if you can believe it. Like, I liked Jaren, you know, but I had a couple of clues come through. I won something. I won something in the chat, and he mailed me. I thought I was getting one of those cool THC hats, and I didn't. I got a hat that had the, like, LED screen, and I was like, oh, that's cool too, I guess. So, but then I went to hook it up, and it was broken. And then on further scrutiny, it had been worn, guys. Like, it had ring around the whatever. I was like, that's dirty, Jaren. I won a prize on your show, and you're sending me fucking manky ass, gross, used hat sweat on a hat that doesn't even function. So that was my first clue. The second one was before he even went to TFE. He was claiming that if it's this, I'm that. And then roughly at the same time, he got all these fancy new cameras in his studio because it looked really sharp. Yeah, so I fell for it too. Baza, bless you, sir. You work too much, man. You need a vacation. You need to come to Canada and donate some blood to the mosquitoes and go for a swim. Hey, Dr. Bass, likewise, brother. You are an inspiration. You are like a song machine. I watch you in awe. It just comes out of you, brother. Worthy of mentioning. Likewise. But yeah, it was super gross. Re-gift it. Don't re-gift your sweat. Like, I'm gonna put that hat on. If I put it in the recycling, whatever. Anyways, guys, I'm at 10% battery. Yeah, the mosquito buffet sucks. No pun intended. Just a little shorty here, a little half hour, pass some time, share some scenery, share some thoughts. In closing, I'm glad nobody had any serious problems that they needed me to fix. I'm super grateful you all showed up. And I submit to you for your intellectual consideration that, aw, buddy, I love you too. Diddly, diddly, diddly. I always think of like Western movies when I see your name, Saddlebum. I think of I'm gonna paint your wagon, which is like the funniest thing you can say to someone. Yeah, just don't look, guys. If the news is telling you scary things about war, don't look. You know what? And if our friends are attempting to lure you in with your thoughts and frighten you with scary things, maybe take a pass. You know? Take a pass. And then when they come back on talking about, you know, cool stuff that we normally can discuss, then fully support them. Because if the numbers go up, that's a sign, right? If the numbers go down, that's another sign. So, thanks for joining me. Please consider that. We are all connected. And I see you guys so regularly. Blissful Balance, do not be afraid to subscribe. You are in the chat with a bunch of beautiful people, and we have some really cool conversations and share some really cool perspectives. And if you sub to me, you'll see that I'm gonna make a better attempt at sharing all of my friends' productions, and you can be a part of this. Thanks for coming today. And thank you, Baza, Dr. Bass, Blissful Balance, Saddlebum, Soups, Sea Lightning, Lily 35MG. So nasty. All right, well, I'm not saying goodbye to you. That was rude. Whatever. Yeah, and we'll do it again. Yeah, the sun is not what we think it is, guys. I don't know. That's sun and moon. They're a couple of spooky bitches. They just kind of do what they want. I'm gonna ride the wave. If I go blank, my battery pooched. If I don't, you guys all left. Yeah, you don't go anti-Effie fast at all. Like, it would probably take a gun to my head, and I'd still be full of shit if I said I changed my mind. You can't, like, unsee the flatness. Yeah. He's up to something. That feller's up to no good, I tells ya. I wouldn't trust that Jaren as far as I can throw this gross wet stick. And you shouldn't either. Which son? Exactly. A gross wet stick. Go get Jaren. Go get Jaren, Dookie. Go get him. That's funny. Well, you know what? Oh, good advice. You know, if someone's talking shit about you, my favorite saying is, you know what other people think of me is none of my business. You know, they don't have to wake up every morning and feel good about what I'm doing. I do. So if you can't support that, then do one, right? So on the same note, I don't have to wake up every day and feel good about what Jaren's doing. He's shown us all enough to know that that guy is waking up every day and the struggle is probably real. So let him be. Absolutely. Dr. Bass, you get it. You get it, sir. You get it. That's the unfortunate part, is a lot of the mechanical functions of what we experience every day we are hidden from us from such an early age. He's 13 pounds, which is like 8 pounds of dog and 5 pounds of bark. You guys, honestly, that shows some faith right there. Listening to me ramble on with that thing making all that noise in the background, oh my goodness.